Hello and welcome to the WB Mason Coach Report on GoHofstra.com. I'm Jim Sheehan, joined again by the head field hockey coach of the Hofstra Pride, Kathy De Angelis. And Coach, a rough weekend for the Pride. Played against a very good Rutgers team last Friday down at Piscataway, New Jersey. It was a tough day. It was a long day.
Yeah, nothing to hide on that.
Obviously, with a team that has mostly a lineup with freshmen and sophomores, you're still searching for the right combination, I assume, right now. Tell us what you're looking for in that lineup.
Right, yeah. I mean, we're relatively young. Certainly this year, we got 5 field players, first years, freshman goalkeeper, 2 sophomores and 2 seniors in the lineup this weekend. So, I think with, regardless of the age, I mean, right now we're just trying to find the right combination of players that are playing as a team and playing really together. It's not necessarily the best player or the best fit player. It's the players that are playing best together. And we've been playing around with the lineup quite a bit, and there's been several changes. Certainly that's going to lead to not solidifying one particular lineup early on. However, it's so competitive in this group, which is really exciting. It's very competitive on a daily basis. We're changing the lineup, so that's a great thing to have on the positive note. But we're really hoping that we can get this lineup pretty solidified, and then it's just a battle to stay in that lineup with the competitiveness that we have. And that's the hard thing. Getting this lineup sometimes is not the tough thing. It's staying in the lineup as a starter. But we have a great amount of depth on the field, off the field, and I think that's gonna really help us as the season goes on.
And you've also made some changes to some of the positions that we saw players at last year, and that takes a little adjustment period too as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And but the great thing is we have a lot of players, utility players, that have that versatility and can play on a number of lines, and that's making things again really competitive. But it's a good competition to have.
Looking back on the Rutgers game, Betty Bosma, freshman from the Netherlands, unbelievable, a national equalizing save total of 18 saves against the Scarlet Knights. You have to be proud of the way she's performing so far this year.
Yeah, I mean, she's coming in very solid, and she's extremely athletic. She reads the game very, very quickly, and she's an aggressive goalkeeper, and we're working with our defense to really try to mesh our goalkeeping with our defense together. And I think once we get that clicking, I think we're going to be very solid in that back line and through the center of the midfield. That's really what we've been struggling with early on, trying to get the right type of system in the backfield. And really, overall, it's about keeping our shape and being very, very strong in our shape. And that's where I think it's starting to come when we're getting more layers in our defense in the right time.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't want Betty making 16 and 18 saves
No,
again. That's not a good sign.
Sure, right. Yeah, well.
The Pride losing to the Scarlet Knights 8-0 on Friday, and then traveling down to West Long Branch, New Jersey for the Hawks of Monmouth, who are in a slightly rebuilding mode, but very similar to us, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, they're coming off, obviously, the last couple of years, they've made it into the NCAA tournament. They've won their league, and they had upset last year by Fairfield, but they've been number 1 in their league and number 2 for several years now, and they definitely had in a rebuilding year. They have some solid players though in their junior class and sophomore class, but it was a great game. We had a number of goals for this game, and one was to get the first shot. We did that, and continue to draw corners, which we did. It was really unfortunate that we could not connect on our corner attack, because we really feel we have quite a dangerous specialty team in our corner attack, and a number of players that can step up on that line. And again, it was just unfortunate that we couldn't connect and put 1 or 2 behind the net.
The Pride having 7 penalty corners on Sunday against the Hawks of Monmouth. It's got to be frustrating. A scoreless first half, and then they score early on in the second half, about 4 minutes into the second half. What was your thought process at that point?
Well, there's a lot of parity between the two teams in this game, and I felt that we had an upper edge in a lot of the game, and we controlled a lot of the play, and we only gave up, I think, was it 4 corners or?
Yep, 4 corners. Yep.
And we drew 7 corners, and that's really ultimately when you see that type of statistic happening, we should have got on the board. But I think we were generated so much attack, and we haven't been able to do that in mostly all of our games. So this was the first time we really generated that type of attack. We really could not find the back of the net and finish when it came down to the end. And that's another part of what when you get in the attack, you gotta finish. So I think we struggled on that end, but on a great note, it was great to see that the ability to generate that type of attack, and we haven't been able to do that yet this year.
And now this week, 2 tough games. So one, a dangerous Yale team, and then on Sunday, an even more dangerous team, very similar to Hofstra in Bryant, looking for a win. They're 0-4 on the season. Yale coming off a overtime victory over Michigan State the other day. They're 1-0, going up to Yale on Friday for a 4 o'clock game, and then coming home finally for the home game on Sunday. Let's talk about Yale first. What kind of game do you expect to see from the Bulldogs?
Well, they're a solid team, and they've got some big players that are returning, and they had a great win over Michigan State, and that was also their first competition since they're a week behind us in the Ivy Leagues as far as start date goes. I think the game's going to be very competitive. If we can continue to play how we did against Monmouth, find the back of the net and cut down some of those shots that were happening, I think it's going to be a great game, and we certainly have an opportunity to beat Yale, no question about it. Having a home game, I think, is something we're really, really excited about, and I think that momentum is, again, we've been on the road since preseason, and playing at home is just something that, everyone's really excited about, and certainly that's going to give us a lot of confidence. And with this young team, it's not easy to play away from home and have different types of facilities, but again, I think overall we're looking forward to a positive weekend, and just again trying to grow as a unit and get the team to gel as one, and that's really been our focus right now.
Oh, good luck this weekend. Hofstra and Yale at Johnson Field in New Haven on Friday at 4 o'clock. Hofstra against Bryant in the home opener at the Hofstra Field Hockey Stadium at 2 o'clock on Sunday. So come on out and see the Pride up close and personal for the home opener. And once again, good luck to you and the Pride.
Thanks, Jim.
And thank you for watching the WB Mason Coaches Report on GoHofstra.com.